Hey guys, hey YouTube. Hey, this video today is going to be a little bit different than most of my other videos, you know, junk removal or the new videos I'll be posting about the pallets, which I know I haven't posted the video on that clean out yet. I'm getting very close to editing it and finishing it, and so it'll probably be out here probably by this evening or the next couple days. But today my video is going to be a little bit different. I don't even really know much of how it's going to go. I'm headed out to our land right now, our little ranch. I have had videos about it before, kind of touching base at the very beginning when I was doing junk removal and using that land out there to burn stuff, which I stopped doing a long time ago. But so I haven't really been back out. I mean, I've been out, I just haven't made no more videos. Me and my girlfriend are working on that cabin, little tiny home cabin, whatever you want to call it, out there. She's done a really good job the last couple weeks, and since she's been on spring break because she's a teacher, she's done a lot of work out there. We got the electric hooked up. Me and her dad ran the electric, put the box up. She put in all the outlets and she ran the electrical through the house. I just went out there and hooked all the lines up to the box outside, and I haven't been out there the last couple of times she's been out there. From the pictures, and she went ahead and started building the wall, putting the walls up. She did all the insulation. We did insulation for some of it, but then she finished it out this last week, and now she has started to, you know, create her wall, put up her walls and stuff, put up the outlets. Tomorrow, just to make sure, we have an actual electrician coming out to look over what we did. He's kind of a friend of the family or whatever, and to make sure it was done right, and then tomorrow we should have full electric to that cabin. We got a few sheds out there that we've already hooked up. But today's video, I'm taking a Ditch Witch machine out there. It's behind me in the picture, and last time I was there, I saw around the cabin, you know, it's pretty thick wood. Well, I mean, wood's pretty much right up to it, and so I've decided I want to kind of, you know, maybe level it out or clean it up a little bit. You know, use the Ditch Witch, kind of scoop up all the extra brush. What I'm planning on, what I would like to get done today, is there's a spot where I think I'm going to create like a fire pit hangout area behind the cabin. We have one already that's further away than the cabin. It's on the other side kind of the property where I was burning the other stuff. I don't know if what I showed in the video, but and that fire pit's really big, and we use it for bigger items. This one I'm gonna put kind of a little bit behind the house, directly behind it, and it's gonna be a much smaller one, you know, the regular, you know, backyard campfire basically. And so that's what I plan on working on today. I will have that will be one item I plan on fixing or finishing. I'm possibly going to take the Ditch Witch down to the pond, since right now the pond is pretty dry, and maybe see if I can dig out a couple spots, you know, kind of tighten up my shot group on that pond and make it look a little better before we start getting in the water. And our next project, we are going to begin building some type of deck out on the pond so that the kids can use it to swim and whatnot. And so I may go out there and try to clean up some of that pond area. And then also this year for deer season, these last 2 years that we've had the property, I've have a couple feeders set up in different open fields that we had. And this year though, I decided I think I'm gonna build another trail. I'm gonna build a trail that goes out into the middle of our woods, and probably do more bow hunting from a tree stand type of hunting instead of having it out in the field. I'll probably leave the feeder out in the field anyways, so I may work on going ahead and trying to create the ideal spot, at least try to figure out where we're going to put that deer stand this year. And so those are going to be the few things I'm going to work on. Hopefully y'all enjoy this video. Hopefully you like the videos of the land and everything, and checking out how we're going to start building it. I haven't really done any videos on like the very beginning of it, but slowly every once in a while, if y'all want to see it, I'll post some videos up there of what the properties look like and how it's coming along, and y'all can see what we're doing out there. All right, well, I'm gonna get on this drive. Let's get to it. And this here is like pretty much gonna be the entrance. Just I forgot to record back there behind us, but it's just a gravel road going down to the woods, and then you come over, you cross this bridge right here, and then our land begins on the other side, and it's this fence line right here. It's just 11 acres back here, but there's the creek that runs into our pond, which right now is currently dry. But coming up here now is our land. This is the field that, like, directly in front of us where all that stuff's at. That's where the current burn pile is. If you go further back in that trail that you can see back there, that's another field back there is where I got the deer stand set up. And then here's the couple sheds that we have. You see two, then you see the other shed over there. Those are set up. One's a kitchen, one's storage. Kitchen, storage, and then we were sleeping in that one. And then the cabin is back in this trail, which we'll come back here and check out. We got another trail runs through there, and then well, it's kind of hard to see in the video, but it'll run down to the pond. And then back in here, as you drive in, depending on which way you drive in, we'll go this way, we'll run the trees this way. You'll come back here. And there's the cabins and back here in the wood line. Something about these trees. It's pretty tight squeeze bringing in back in here. So this is our cabin. I think I've showed some video of it in the past, but sorry, it's a bad reflection of my truck here, but so there we go. Like I said, I'm not really gonna go on the inside of it. We did get the electric set up. That right there to your left you see is the bathtub she's already got. Me and my kids are gonna have to take it up top. Then we have a couple other ceiling fans and stuff, but that's the cabin. And then you got the wood line over here, over there, and beyond it, which I'll show you here soon, is where I'm gonna do some digging and cleaning out, and we'll get that fire pit. I'm gonna come around here. This is where we ran. You can kind of see it where we ran our electrical line through here. Ran it up over here. But so let me back up. This here is the side of the cabin. So it's kind of, I cleaned it out before we brought the cabin out here. I came out here with a stump grinder, grinded up some trees, cut them down. And we are going to put some type of deck coming out of this. I don't know how far yet it's going to go out. But my plan is to kind of just clean up this little, not much, but clean up some of this brush laying around right here so this can start looking more like a side yard. But I want to come back here behind the cabin, and you can see like this. Well, you can't really tell in the picture, but that's a pretty sized mound of dirt right here. And then this is the back side. We still got 1 and 2 stumps right here of trees that I cut down, but kind of out in this area here, I'm gonna clean up the brush. But I was thinking, get rid of this mound of dirt, but right back in here is where I plan on kind of cleaning up, probably making it like a seating area there, so that while we're back there, you can turn and, you know, the house will be here. There's also doors being cut out right here, so you're gonna have sliding glass doors coming off the back of this. It's not there yet, but we'll have those there. And then you just come over here, and we're going to have the little fire pit area somewhere right over there. That's the plan today. Kind of just clean up this loose brush laying around, and then clean out that. And this trail right here, which I'm pretty sure, no, I don't think I've ever done in my videos, but I will go down this trail. It's a trail I made with our Ditch Witch, and it goes down to the pond out there. And then somewhere out in here, I don't really know where I'm going to do it yet, I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. We don't want to remove any trees that we don't have to, but I want to figure out way back in there. There's only 11 acres from here to the end of our property line, that direction. I mean, it's still a pretty good ways out there. I'm going to go far enough back in there where, you know, we can't see the house can't see us, kids or anything back here. We got plenty of woods going that direction. I can do that. I'm going to try to just make my way through there with my ditch witch as straight as can be, not messing with trees, until I can find a pretty good oak tree or something that is where I'm going to put my deer stand. And that's not a big priority today, but I would like to start working on it. My main priority is just getting this fire pit built over here and probably going down to the pond down there and doing some work down there. But all right, well, I'll get it started. I'll probably do a little video here, set it up and get a little video going of me getting this stuff taken care of. But all right, we'll see. Okay, so I just came through here. I didn't really do much. It's really just the beginning stages of it, just to kind of get an idea. But this is what I'm going to do. I opened up this little area here. What I'll end up doing, since this is going to be our fire pit area, coming right off the house, I'll probably line it up with like some lights, solar lights, or maybe lay some mulch down right here. But I didn't want to go too far back in there because I don't want to disturb too much. So I kind of just spun an area right in here. I pushed the stuff back there under the trees and we'll leave it be. But I kind of spun around right here just so I know this is going to be my fire pit spot. And then we got enough room to kind of have some chairs and stuff sitting around. And then, you know, we're sitting back here, and then the house will be, you know, not too far over there. So it's pretty nice. I didn't want to spend too much time. You know, it ain't necessarily got to be perfect, but it's a fire pit place. We'll come through here and I'll probably flatten out the dirt, kick it around with a rake, and put some mulch out here for it. And that's one project done. I wanted to do real quick. I'm going to take the machine and clean out just a little bit over here. My goal is, since this is kind of the first year, well, not kind of, this is the first year that the cabin's been in here for springtime. I would like to try to see if I can start getting some grass growing over here, although I know we'll have a deck right there, but some kind of yard. So I want to see what it's going to be like, you know, when it's raining and everything. I know what it looked like prior to putting this here, and there was grass growing here. So I'll clean this out a little bit more and probably go ahead and start working on, maybe we'll drive down to the creek. I mean, not drive down to the pond, take y'all down there and maybe do some work down there. Okay, real quick. So the trail we came down, that's the trail that I'd made with this machine sometime earlier this year. So I don't know how many pictures you've seen, if I've given you any. If you're a family member who knows about the pond, this is the creek. This is what it looks like dry. And we did, like I said, we got this pond dug last February, so it's been 1 year, and it filled up really fast, but it also drained pretty fast. But I know we're in Texas, so things will dry out. Now, I mean, there is still water in the main pond over there where they dug the deepest. There is still water, you can see, and it got dry here. There's some more water there, and then but if you've seen any pictures of it on any Facebook or anything that I posted, all that back there will be underwater. And this is a big cliff right here. It comes around through here. That cliff is probably, I don't know, let's check it, 10 foot high, and it's underwater. The water comes up here and comes out just before the Ditch Witch right there, and it'll stay, right at the grass level, except for when it overflows back there in the trees, and then right over here in the trees it goes back into the woods. But all this area here is water. This island area, from this part of it here that's got no grass, that stays water, and this area here doesn't. I mean, it pretty much gets up to right there. You can see on some of the trees over here, but so it's a pretty big pond. We didn't know yet though how, we just had it dug, so I didn't know what it was going to look like. I don't know much about ponds, so I don't know if this is leaking. The dam that they built over here, there's a creek right over there on the other side of it. It doesn't have any water in it, so I don't really think it's leaking. I think it's just Mother Nature. But our goal is going to be right in this area right here, right outside that trail. Somewhere right here is where we're going to put a dock, and it's going to come out. I don't know how far it'll go out, but like I said, this is underwater for the most part. But you can see that it's still kind of shallow up top, but it'll start getting, for the kids, pretty deep along here. Probably chest high, and it's really windy, so I don't know if you're hearing what I'm saying, or if it's blowing really hard, and I apologize if you can't understand it. But anyway, so yeah, our dock is going to go right here. My goal is, with the Ditch Witch today, is just I'm going to come through here and knock stuff out, I would like to dig this pond out deeper. Obviously, you can't do that with a Ditch Witch. I'm going to get a skid steer or a mini excavator out here. I would like to get to the other side and start digging along this embankment. I don't want to do it with the Ditch Witch because, like this whole project from the beginning, this is all new to me and my girlfriend, and I'll be honest, this Ditch Witch, all I know to do is build these trails. I don't know how much I could do on this embankment without it falling in, falling over, the ground falling out from under it. We're trial and error. We're just learning it as we go. So I'm not going to get on that side of this Ditch Witch, but I am going to come along here probably and just knock out some little hills or anything where they'd be swimming. There was a lot of sticks here last year, and of course it looks like a lot of them have went away, so it's a decent bottom, but there's still, like, for example, this one right here, and I can't see my screen because of the sun, but I don't know if I'm pointing at it, but that's a pretty tall, sharp one there. I don't know if the kids ever jumped off right there, that wouldn't be safe. So I'm going to try to get all that stuff out of there, and that's what I'm going to work on down here. Probably spend the majority of my time down here for the rest of the evening, enjoying this nice day. It's nice weather. Before tomorrow, I think we're getting maybe thunderstorms or tornadoes, what they said. But so real quick on the pond here, our goal is to get a well. Well, we will have a well, but when we get the well, I got to do more research on it. I think I've heard this before, but what I'll do is have a pipe running from a well, wherever we put it at, somewhere down here, somewhere here, and I guess you can use an on and off switch, turning it on when you need to, and let it so that this place will be full at all times once we get the well. So right now, if it takes a year or two for us to get a well, which we're trying to get this year, if it drains bad again, that's fine. we just needed to learn. I did spend a few $100s on stocking fish earlier this year and learned that was probably a waste. Although I'm sure there's still some down there, but not many. So I'm not going to do that again until we have a well and constant water over here. But that's our goal right now, is to get out here and start trying to get some of this done. All right, well, I didn't get any recordings, I don't think. I didn't get any. I got a couple pictures of some accidents that happened when I was digging out the dirt. Digging out some of the pond. It's a lot harder than you would think, and it's very time consuming. And just having the small ditch witch trying to do a pond, I didn't get as far as I would like to have gotten, but I still did get pretty far on it. But what happened was I had to have two of my sons come out and help me move in the cabin. I needed them to help me put a bathtub and a washer and dryer combo upstairs. And so I told them if they came out here, my oldest son, 18, I would pay his gas to come out here, and then, sorry, trying to back up, pay his gas to come out here and take them to dinner. And so now we're heading out. I loaded up the machine, and they wanted Wingstop, so we're gonna head out and go eat dinner. So I didn't get no video of the actual pond, what it looks like. I took the pictures, like I said, and I would post them, but it's hard to tell in that picture how far we actually dug. I dug out the embankment probably at least a little more knee high, further than it was already. So probably, what's that, 2.5 foot from our from the beach, I guess you could say, down to the deepest part of that creek area where I told y'all we were building a dock. And it's a pretty good swimming area. Trying to back up. I left a pretty nice flat area for like smaller kids who can't go into the deep area, and the rest of it where we put our dock. Basically, I wanted to make sure you could jump off that dock, safely, and so that was the biggest plan for today, and I got it taken care of for now. And that we were gonna build, like, I don't know if I said it earlier, but we were plan on building that dock whenever it got a little bit, after it rained a couple times. But I learned today that ground is still really soft, so there's no need for us to wait. And so we're going to take off tomorrow afternoon and start buying the products. We're gonna get some steel posts. We have a lot of wood. You probably saw it in the I got a phone call coming in. I don't know if you can hear it, but we have a lot of wood already stacked up, as you saw before I was going to the cabin. So we're just going to reuse any of that we can to build it. That way we don't have to pay any money on it other than posts. So we're gonna that'll get started probably here in the next couple weeks, because this weekend we'll be taking off on a vacation in Galveston. But so probably the weekend after that we'll get that dock started out there. Then hopefully it don't take too long. Last year it didn't take long at all, less than a month for it to actually fill up after a few rains. So it's my sons that are behind me now pointing at their phones because they keep calling me. So anyways, yeah, we got it taken care of. Hopefully you liked the video. Please like the video, subscribe, and check out my other ones.